a big part in leadership is knowing how to surround yourself with with the right people. That's really what it is. You started the conversation, so please, Tom, could you just expand more about, surrounding yourself with the right people, like creating your inner circle, I guess.
Yeah, I'll use an example, sort of as an analogy, perhaps. I was chair of a communication department several years back, and when I took the role, one of the faculty members had just resigned, and she and I actually had an opportunity to connect just as she was exiting that semester, and it was over the summer that I was tapped as chair. So I was dubbed with the difficult challenge of finding a faculty member to fill a particular role in a very short period of time. And I did interview several candidates, did due diligence and checking up on their credentials and their experiences and so forth. And it's not that they weren't qualified and not that they weren't good people. It just didn't fit.
Didn't vibe.
And so, yeah, so I just picked up the phone and called my former colleague and said, what do I need to do to get you back? And she connected with me and we worked out the details, reunited her with the team. And one day she introduced me to a friend of hers as this is Tom. He's my boss. And I'm not your boss. I may be in a leadership position. I may have this title. I may be the final authority, say so, decision maker in our process. But I created a team element, and our students even commented on the difference in the attitude, the difference in the environmental context of our department when they came in that semester. That just seems like something is different. They saw me I turned one of our closets into a break room, and I put a coffee pot in there and a table for us to have our little meetings. And they saw me delivering coffee to this colleague that I was just sharing with. And she and I were probably closer than the others in the department, but I still had that team community, and I wanted them to call me out. I wanted to create that relationship where, we're all equals here. We're all educated. We're all professionals in the things that we do. And any decisions I make, I've got to have your input. You are my inner circle. And so there were times that they did call me out, and it's much appreciated because you want a team that's going to not only share your vision, but help you create it and shape it along the way. And I think that's how an inner circle should operate, whether it's outside the work context, it's just us as individuals who are professionals seeking growth and development ourselves, seeking a group of people that we can connect with and hang with, help them grow and invest in them, and vice versa. It's got to have that ebb and flow of dynamics where the synergy, as you mentioned it, is mutual. If it's just one way, it's not going to be as beneficial to us. It's not that we can't learn something, but it's more of the teaching role then. And I may be learning new information, learning new skills, growing in my knowledge. But I think we all need that next step in the relationship, that next level in that relationship to sort of urge us on, cheer us on, keep us from going over the cliffs when we're about to head in that direction, to give us that advice, to give us that mentoring. But it's much more of the iron sharpening iron process where we're making each other better because we're together, we're working together, and that relationship makes both of us better.